What's up, Idle Talk people? Idle Talk mini family. What's up, man? How are you guys? Back-to-back minis. Ooh, shocking. Even though the minis are supposed to be a daily occurrence, but we're getting back on that grind, boy. Let's talk about TikTok a little bit again. Once again, I'm telling you, follow us on TikTok because TikTok has been super duper uber nice to me lately, and a lot of people are discovering the podcast from TikTok, and I kind of like that. I fuck with that a lot. So hopefully we can, let's shout out to all the TikTok followers that we've been getting. If you listen to this, if you bothered to look it up and check us out, that'd be super sick. Thanks for if you did that. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to all those people. So I'm grateful for TikTok. A lot of my commentary has been well accepted on TikTok, and I think we're gonna do it again for one more week. So expect tomorrow's Idol Song to be tweets and Reddit stuff. Just FYI, sneak preview, first to know. If you listen to this mini, you're gonna know that tomorrow's is more recaps, Reddit's, Twitter stuff. So I'm gonna get that screenshot folder going, and hopefully we'll be a-okay. But I got some interesting things to talk about today. Well, just one thing I was thinking about, as I was coaching my classes this morning, I was like, wow, as a parent, having an introverted kid kind of at a young age, signing them up for something social must be so hard, because I deal with some introverted kids today, and every Sunday when I go over there and coach my classes, and it's I can't imagine their parents really trying their hardest to kind of get their kids to open up and kind of be accepting of other people and of other activities. But anybody who has any kind of introverted tendencies or is an introvert, it's not that easy, right? And I feel like parents kind of hope it is that easy, and they kind of hope that their kid will get better with time and with more experience in the teaching settings that I do. But it's interesting. I'm no, that's not how it works. Okay. We all know that it doesn't work like that for adults. So with a kid, I feel like maybe they think that since the kid is younger or was a young kid, and maybe they'll if you do it early, it's pushing them into a pool, they'll learn how to swim kind of deal. And 9 times out of 10, yeah, you'll learn how to swim, but doesn't mean you don't leave the pool with a little bit of trauma, if you know what I mean. But so it's interesting to kind of watch the parents from a outsider looking in to be you're really trying to push this today, but it's not working out for you, is it? And the classes aren't really that expensive, but they aren't really that cheap. So you gotta have a little bit of cash to burn around. For example, I had one person show up week 1, decide as a child that was not for them, and they never came back. And so they came back last week, and so now we've been 6 weeks in between, and I'm are you new here? And no, my kid came week 1. I was oh okay, that's that one check mark, and nothing ever happened after that. So it's interesting. It's very interesting to kind of deal with and work around that that aspect of kind of knowing I'm an empath. Just kidding. But kind of know because you have your own introverted tendencies, and then you also have experience with working with people with introverted tendencies, and then actually knowing introverted people. So it's interesting to kind of figure that out. So again, little recap for if you weren't paying attention. We talked about Reddit. That's going to be tomorrow's Idol Talk. So claps, look out for that. TikTok, come on, let's keep that TikTok engagement rolling, please. If you don't follow us on TikTok at Idle Talk Pod. Greatly appreciate it if you did. And what else? I don't know, what else can I talk about? I went to the gym today right after work, man. I don't know why I always have to perform in the craziest situations, right? I coached all morning from 9 to 12 o'clock. Oh, I'm tired, man. So 9 to 12 o'clock, and then I went to get Malik, and then I went to go to the gym, and then Malik I got to buy some pre-workout, C4, #sponsor me, but we bought some taquitos from fucking 7-Eleven, and I ate 3 of them bitches, Like they're little tiny, like they're supposed to be like empanadas or whatever, but they were more like taquitos. And so I ate 3 of them. Went to the gym, no water, raw dogged it, no water. I hit 135 usual. It was kind of heavy at the beginning, so I hit that like 3 times, and then I did like 155. Then I eventually moved up to 185, and then 190, 195, 200, 205, 215, and I was like, all right, we gotta go for 225. This shit has been going up. Went to 225, hit that shit easily. Then we added 2 5 pounds plates to it, and that was the deal breaker. That was that was unnecessarily hard apparently. So we did 235, and that didn't go up. So I feel like in a couple weeks I could get 235. I kind of feel it. Somebody once said, I saw like a trend on TikTok, fitness TikTok, and they were like, you don't necessarily have to shock the muscles every week, so you don't have to. Your split doesn't have to be your workout split doesn't have to be a million different exercises. Like I keep my bench work simple, bench. That's it. All I do, bench for that particular exercise, and then I do, other like bodybuilding kind of exercises. Like I work on shoulders, biceps, kind of separately on whenever I can. Yeah, like bench. I only do bench because I don't want to like. Not necessarily waste time, but I kind of want to be quick and efficient with my workout. So that's this week's Idle Talk Mini. That's today's Idle Talk Mini. Hope you guys had a good Sunday. I'm posting it on Sunday, so hope you had a good Sunday. And I'll see you tomorrow. I might drop another Idle Talk Mini. Who knows? It might be like kind of around the similar time when I get home from work. Or, I might do the minis in the afternoon now. Let's see how that works. Before, I would schedule the minis for the morning. And, people would wake up and then listen to it, hopefully. But let's see now. Now I'm going to schedule the minis for the afternoon. Like, maybe like around this time that you hear it. And then people get out of work. People listen to it. Let's see. Let's find out. Let me know if you listen to the Idle Talk Minis. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Peace. Love. See you later. Deuces.